So Malky, at the weekend you had a win, but I thought Spartans were pretty good. They'd won 3 out of the last 4 games before seeing you. Kept their shape, didn't panic for 90 minutes. Did that provide a little bit of an unexpected challenge for you?
I think in a sense we knew, just as you've said, that they came off a good run. But I think Spartans are one of those teams, I think I said it before in the press conference, that they're well organised, they're well drilled, and certainly the shape that they played against us, that 4-1, 4-1, allowed them to be compact when they needed to be compact, but also allowed them to, when they did gain possession of the ball, to actually cause us some problems, So yeah, it was a good test for the girls, but one that I thought that they showed great resilience in their approach to it during it and even after it.
I think it's also shown up perhaps now as we get towards the end of the season. There's a real split developing between the top 6 and the bottom 4, where the bottom 4 I think are starting to run out of a little bit of steam. But obviously, who you're playing on Wednesday night, Aberdeen, they haven't run out of steam, and they're going to provide quite a stiff challenge up there. In terms of that, how are you doing in terms of injuries and suspensions for that trip?
We'll still be missing Rachel McLaughlin. She'll still be missing. Lizzie Arnott, unfortunately, she'll not make that game either. So she should be cleared up for the weekend and come back into training for the weekend. But yeah, I think it's a good opportunity for us as well. Albeit that we're up in Aberdeen, we're going to be playing in Pittodrie Stadium, which is a fantastic place. I've got some real good fond memories of being up in Aberdeen when I was younger. But I think you're right in what you're saying there, that Aberdeen, they're a good, young, enthusiastic, strong team. It will be a challenge for us, but I think it's a challenge that we will embrace, because we've embraced all the challenges up until now. And playing on Pittodrie, the grass, the big stadium, it's going to be intriguing.
You say they've got a young team, but obviously they've got a very experienced captain.
Yeah, Campbell. Yeah,
and I was just wondering whether you thought going up there, do you go all out for attack to get the points, or do you look back to the Spartans game, which I would imagine Aberdeen have seen? And the thing I thought about that was you were very much steady as you go. You just kept to the same game plan almost for the whole 90 minutes, and eventually that told. Because the other thing I noticed about that game, Malky, was obviously the women's game and the men's game are different, but I thought technically the women played extremely well. It was a lot of cross-field passes, a lot of very precise long balls when you needed to go long.
Yeah.
And do you think Aberdeen are the type of team that will be stretched for that?
I think we must, and if we're going to be hypercritical of ourselves during the Spartan games, if to use that one as an example, we're putting a demand on the girls to have better quality, in terms of in possession and their decision making of what type of pass and when to play it. I think you're right in what you say. Yeah, we definitely we retain the ball, but could the speed of that, the finding the out ball, we always talk about playing over, around and through, but can we actually do it at a better tempo, or change the tempo to affect the structure of the opposition that you're playing against? Can we do that a bit quicker? That's one of the kind of key things that we've been working for a number of weeks now, is being able to change the point of attack, but with a real purpose and with real speed. Because I think if we look at our style of play, if we can get the ball into wide areas and create 1v1s and overloads, then we become really effective. But I think in that game, I think within the first 7 minutes we'd hit the bar twice. The keeper had made a couple of good saves. So if we can get a wee bit better quality in front of goal, then we'll certainly put a more a stronger kind of control over the game, shall we say, if we can convert our chances, especially when we create them as early as we did in that game.